What's good, YouTube? It's your boy, Blue Blood Sports TV, back at y'all with another one. So, got some interesting news. As we could possibly be seeing, undefeated 3-division world champion, superstar boxer, Gervonta Tank Davis, back in the ring after his injury heals. We know in his fight December 5th against Mexican star boxer Isaac Pitbull Cruz, he injured his left hand. We know Gervonta Tank Davis, who is 26 wins, no losses, no draws, 24 wins by way of knockout, 5'5" with a 67-inch arm reach. Gervonta Tank Davis is a southpaw, and he seemingly broke his left hand in the 6th round of the fight with Isaac Pitbull Cruz, who is now 22 wins, 2 losses, 1 draw, 15 wins by way of knockout. He is 23 years of age, stands at 5'3" with a 63-inch arm reach. With that said, Isaac Pitbull Cruz, he put up a much tougher fight than most people anticipated. And he was replacing WBA lightweight interim champion, who's undefeated, in Rolando Romero. 14 wins, no losses, no draws, 12 wins by way of knockout. He is 28 years of age, stands at 5'8" with a 70-inch arm reach. Okay, so with that said, that's who Gervonta Tank Davis was initially supposed to face off against. Okay, well, it looks like we just might be getting that fight after all. It looks like we could possibly be getting Gervonta Tank Davis versus Rolando Romero around the springtime. Okay, around the end of March, maybe April time. It's possible that we can see Gervonta Tank Davis in the ring with Rolando Romero. Okay. Now, again, Romero is a mouthpiece. There's a lot of talks of Rolando Romero is 26 years of age. Okay. There's a lot of talk of, Gervonta Tank Davis not have doing big pay-per-view numbers with Isaac Pitbull Cruz. Okay. We know, Showtime exec Steven Espinosa, who's the head of Showtime Boxing, he stated he wasn't going to release the numbers. There's conflicting reports. Some people say he did 150,000 pay-per-views. Some people say he did less than 100,000. Some people say he did 50,000 pay-per-views. Who knows? But Steven Espinosa, he stated that he's an independent contractor and he's not going to release Gervonta Tank Davis's information. Okay. So with that said, fans, they're starting to call for Gervonta Tank Davis to fight the absolute best opposition that is available. Well, Mayweather Promotions CEO Leonard Ellerbe, he was on Twitter in which he was asked about a possible fight between Gervonta Tank Davis and Devin Haney. Okay. And it was said that, Devin Haney makes around $3 to $3.5 million guaranteed, nothing on the back end. And he's going to ask for more money to fight Gervonta Tank Davis. And that's just not money they're willing to put up for a fight with Devin Haney, because Devin Haney is not a big draw. Okay, well, the problem with that is Isaac Pitbull Cruz is not a big draw, and neither is Rolando Romero. But they don't have to pay Isaac Pitbull Cruz and Rolando Romero upwards of $3 to $3.5 million. Okay, so there was an inaccurate statement made in this conversation, as well as it was said that Devin Haney asked for $5 million to face off against Vasyl Lomachenko, 2-time Olympic gold medalist, 3-division world champion, former unified lightweight world champion, superstar Ukrainian boxer. But that's not true. Okay, Vasyl Lomachenko, he cleared that up himself and said that that wasn't true. That Devin Haney did not. They did not make an offer to fight Devin Haney, nor did Devin Haney ask for $5 million. So that was completely untrue. Okay. And so with that said, we know that Leonard Ellerbe, he just stated that, that's big. That's a big money fight. And where's the money going to come from to put up for that fight? Well, the money has to come from the promotional company and the promoters. Okay. And that is a big fight that the fans will pay for. Okay. And so you put it in a big enough stadium. We know that Gervonta Tank Davis doesn't have an issue selling out stadiums. Okay. We know that Gervonta Tank Davis, he sells out in Atlanta. He sells out the Los Angeles, California, the Staples Center with Isaac Pitbull Cruz. He sells out in Las Vegas if he fights in Las Vegas. Gervonta Tank Davis is going to sell. His live gate is for sure going to sell. In 2020, he had the third highest live gate in the sport of boxing, only behind Errol Spence at number 1 and Canelo Alvarez at number 2. So I'm sure his live gate for Isaac Cruz at the Staples Center did big numbers as well. And you put him in with the right opposition, I'm sure the pay-per-view numbers will sell as well, which would in return pay for the purses, okay? So with that said, Leonard Ellaby, he didn't deny that Gervonta Tank Davis made 3 times the amount he normally makes, or Isaac Pitbull Cruz made 3 times the amount. But with that said, Devin Haney, Gervonta Tank Davis is a major fight, promoted correctly and placed in the right market. It definitely will generate the necessary money to repay the purses, okay? But with that said, we know that Rolando Romero is a Floyd Mayweather fighter. He's an in-house fighter. He's not a major draw, so they don't have to pay him major money, okay? Now, we know Gervonta Tank Davis did fight the likes of 4-division world champion, Mexican superstar boxer Leo Santa Cruz. I don't know what Leo Santa Cruz was, his purse or what he was looking for, but he's a superstar in his own right who only had 1 loss that he avenged going into the fight with Tank Davis. After that, Tank fought against Mario Barrios, who's not a major draw, and then he fought against Isaac Pitbull Cruz, who's not a major draw. So therefore, in return, the purses doesn't have to be high to pay out their purses so that they could pay Gervonta Tank Davis to the max, okay? But if he fought against a high profile fighter, they're going to have to pay said fighter, okay? Meaning that they're going to have to pay, a Devin Haney, okay? Teofimo Lopez just lost to George Kambosos Jr., so he's out the equation. Vasyl Lomachenko, he's calling for a fight with Gervonta Tank Davis, but I don't believe that, Top Rank, legendary promoter, Top Rank CEO and promoter Bob Arum will get a deal done with Floyd Mayweather Promotions to fight off against Vasyl Lomachenko, because Bob Arum is going to be a tug of war. Bob Arum is not going to allow Gervonta Tank Davis to just be the overwhelming A side and everything goes in his favor. You have to keep in mind they haven't had that high profile fight and fighter to negotiate with, okay, under their banner. You have Leo Santa Cruz, who's with Premier Boxing Champions founder and advisor Al Heyman. Okay, so that's a fight in-house. That's the biggest name fighter, that highest profile fighter that they faced to negotiate with, okay? Outside of that, he fought against Yuriorkis Gamboa, Olympic gold medalist, 3-division champion, but he wasn't asking for much, okay? And then he fought Isaac Cruz, Mario Barrios. So they're just not looking for a lot. So your first major fight, you want to do a joint promotion with Bob Arum, Top Rank, and ESPN to face off against Leo Santa Cruz, who ESPN is pushing as, the greatest thing we've ever seen in the sport of boxing. They just put up a poll recently where they had Lomachenko undefeated after his recent fight with former IBF lightweight champion, star boxer Richard Coleman, okay? They had him as undefeated, okay? When we know he lost twice to Orlando Salido and to Teofimo Lopez just 2 fights ago. So they're pushing Lomachenko. So to push Vasyl Lomachenko means that they see him as a high profile, high commodity, and they're not going to just let Gervonta Tank Davis be the overwhelming A side and call all the shots in that fight. And I don't believe that Floyd Mayweather is ready to, relinquish a 50-50 fight with Vasyl Lomachenko, or in that case, a 45-55, right? It's not that far apart, but Vasyl Lomachenko has never fought on pay-per-view, okay? Vasyl Lomachenko, with his fight with Teofimo Lopez, reportedly got about $3 million. So he's on the same pay scale and pay wage that Devin Haney essentially is, okay? And so if they can't find the money for Devin Haney, now it's harder, I believe, to deal with Devin Haney because Devin Haney has DHP, Devin Haney Promotions, with father, manager, and trainer Bill Haney, but they're their own entity, right? So they're going to have to find the money amongst themselves to come up with. When it comes to Top Rank, they're going to have to split a major share of the pie because ESPN is a major network. Top Rank is a major promotional company, so they'll find the money to come up with to split. But in that case, then you're talking about having to come to an agreement. Now, there's other talks that is the fact that we know Mario Barrios moving up to welterweight. There was talks of Tank Davis possibly looking to go up to be a 4-division champion and fight former unified welterweight world champion superstar boxer Keith One-Time Thurman, who's fighting in his comeback fight after nearly 2.5-year layoff against Mario Barrios, a guy that Gervonta Tank Davis stopped in the 11th round of their fight. Okay, there was talks of Gervonta Tank Davis versus Keith Thurman, where Leonard Ellaby stated that he believes that Gervonta Tank Davis would knock out and stop Keith Thurman. Okay, that got the ball rolling, started going back and forth, and it seemed like it might even be a possibility that this fight could actually happen. But nonetheless, we know Rolando Romero was pulled from the fight from December 5th because of some serious allegations, and there's talks and possibilities that, you know, we could possibly see Rolando Romero back in the ring with Gervonta Tank Davis. Everything has went pretty much silent since the initial hoopla that took place surrounding Rolando Romero. So it's looking like that March, April time, possibly Gervonta Tank Davis heals well. You can see him back in the ring. They want to keep him active, possibly against, you know, Rolando Romero as his next fight. Obviously, he relinquished his belt at 140. He was simultaneously the belt holder at 130, 135, and 140. He stated that he's now going to stay predominantly at 135. Okay, so with that said, you know, Devin Haney's not in the equation. Lomachenko is not in the equation. Teofimo Lopez essentially is moving up to junior welterweight. You know, so it's just not many big names. We know also Regis Prograis, the Rougarou, former IBF junior welterweight champion, he's at 140. Okay, and they're saying that he's going to fight at 135, and it's looking like it's leaning towards Rolando Romero in about that March, late April time. So let's see how everything unfolds and plays out. Make sure you hit the like button, drop a comment in the comment section. Let me know what y'all think. Y'all already know what it is. It's your boy Blue, Blue Blood Sports TV. Hate, like, comment, and subscribe. If you haven't subscribed, hit the subscribe button, hit the like button, hit the bell icon to get all the new notifications. Follow me on Instagram at Blue Blood Sports TV, all one word. Y'all already know what it is. Shout out to the entire LDBC. Shout out to New Media. Shout out to Black Media Row. Make sure you like and share these videos. That's all I got for y'all. Peace.
Oh, it is your boy Jaden Kiss. Make sure you check out Blue Blood Sports TV. It's going down.